Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTD6. So welcome to another Odyssey event, and this time it's called a magical adventure. And as always, I'm gonna show you a gameplay on hard difficulty using no monkey knowledge. And as you can see, I have it disabled. Now here there are 5 maps as usual, and here is Cubism, a medium standard, and starting from 650 and going up to around 60. Then Hedge, and then you can see that it's Magic Monkeys only until around 80. Moon Landing, again Magic Monkeys only until around 80. Adoras Temple, Magic Monkeys only, this time starting from around 10 all the way up to around 90, starting with 1050 cash. And then last map, Spring, Magic Monkey only once again, and going all the way up to around 90. So you can see how many Magic Monkey only maps we have to face. So this is the crew I have chosen for this Odyssey. Quincy as hero, then 2 wizards, 6 ninjas, and 2 alchemists. These are the towers that you can choose for this Odyssey, and I just highly recommend you to choose Magic Monkeys because you have like 4 maps out of 5 being just needing to use them. And then here instead you have the heroes that you can use. Obin can also be a pretty good choice because of the only Magic Monkeys events, but I think Quincy is just better because of camo detection and so on. So yeah, that being said, let's just start. And as always, I'm just recording this voiceover so I can now speed up the gameplay. And yeah, the first map is Cubism, so medium standard until around 60. So I just started by placing Quincy, and I'm gonna just speed up because it's pretty straightforward. I then placed the ninja when I had enough cash, and then I'm just upgrading the ninja pretty much 301. Then placing the alchemist for round 28 because of Bloons. I'm gonna speed up even more because it's very simple. Like there was no RNG, no nothing to worry about. So here the alchemist for round 28 for the Bloons, and I just got it 200 during round 28. Then that's the ninja 401, 402 eventually, alchemist 300, and you can see the position the alchemist can buff both the ninja and Quincy, so that's pretty nice. For round 40, not even, I think I used Quincy level 3 just to make sure to pop the mob fast enough. And then here the last rounds until round 60, you can see I'm not placing anything else, and I can defend very well. And here I actually waited until I was able to get the Grandmaster Ninja. The very reason why I got this many ninjas in my crew is because of the Grandmaster Ninja. I'm gonna go many times with a Grandmaster Ninja, and so yeah, that's the reason why. Now this is Hedge, and this is the first map with hard difficulty and especially Magic Monkeys only. But you can see because I've chosen only Magic towers, there is not much difference between the previous map. Then here I started with Quincy once again on that spot because that allowed me to destroy enough Bloons. And then here it was the same as the previous map. So placing the ninja 301, then 401 alchemist for Bloons, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So once again here alchemist 300, and then here I was trying to think about round 40, and I decided to place a wizard 300 just to make sure not only around 40 but also in like the 50s especially, to have enough damage to survive until I will be able to afford the Grandmaster Ninja. I didn't really want to risk too much having Bloons sneaking past, and so dropping a wizard that has pretty long range and especially can attack through obstacles is very good in a map like this one. And yeah, you can see here I'm surviving all these rounds very easily. I think I didn't use even Quincy level 3, and then that was the Grandmaster Ninja for round 61. And now very simply I'm once again dropping some shinobis as I did in the previous map just to further enhance and power up the Grandmaster Ninja. Then I got the Alchemist 402. I was able to place 5 shinobis, so that's 40% more attack speed and piercing to the Grandmaster Ninja. And then here I got the Wizard 402. I got also an Alchemist to buff it, and that was pretty much how I survived the very last rounds until round 80. Very easy. Third map was Moon Landing. Now here I'm gonna slow down a little bit because this map was a little more difficult. The main problem here is the line of sight and the obstacles, and I opted for that spot for Quincy, but probably other spots would have been better. And now the main problem was round 4, because in round 4 you have a lot of blues, and as you're gonna see, even if I can drop a wizard in time, I think one red balloon can sneak past. Yeah, you can see that single red balloon sneaking past. And but despite that, I still decided to continue with the strategy, because in this way Quincy is very close to the beginning of the map, so it's going to attack the balloons quickly, and also the wizard is pretty close. So now here I'm just upgrading the wizard 100 first to be able to attack through obstacles, then 101, and then here very simply just getting it 301. So I'm gonna speed up the gameplay once again. Yeah, so that was the only difference in the early game, losing 1 life because of just because of the placement of my towers. And yeah, that's the 301 wizard. So I then placed an alchemist here, preparing once again for lab balloons. So I'm getting it 200 during the round. And then here I tried to save cash so that I would be able to get the wizard 402, sorry, for round 40. I wanted to know if it was possible to get 11.7 thousand cash. That it's the cost of the 4th upgrade for the wizard on hard, and actually it was, especially like at the end of round 39 I had enough to get the wizard 402. So yeah, that was very nice, and as you can see here I'm gonna get it, and therefore round 40 was very easy. I also used Quincy level 3 just also to make sure to pop the mob and all the ceramics. And then here you can see that I placed a ninja 202, and the reason for that is camo purple balloons and purple balloons overall, because the wizard cannot pop purple balloons, and therefore it's a huge weakness. And therefore because I didn't trust Quincy only to pop all those purples, and especially the camo purples, I just placed a 202 ninja, just making sure to pop all those balloons. And yeah, now just getting the alchemist 400, as you could see, is buffing Quincy in the meantime, other than the wizard. And then here I tried to survive until I was able to get the archmage. My goal was trying to get the archmage before round 63, so before the ceramic rushes, and I was able to do so again pretty much right before round 62 ended. So that's the archmage, and then I decided to just go with another wizard, just exploiting the fact that they can attack through obstacles. So it's a very good tower in this map, and therefore that was the spot I chose, 402 alchemist, and then here I'm just waiting to get the wizard 402. And yeah, that was pretty much the strategy until round 80. Very easy. And then here, because of the fact that I was able to get some extra cash, I decided to get a 203 ninja and then a 204 ninja, just making just changing a little bit the upgrades of the ninjas. The 4th upgrade in the bottom path of the ninja makes it able to I think it's like doing more damage to mob class balloons, something like that. And yeah, the rest of the rounds are very easy. So yeah, that was this map. Just the early rounds were a little bit difficult. Next is Adora's Temple, and this map was actually harder because you start from round 10, and you get actually a lot less cash than what you would get starting from round 3, as it normally is on hard. So I decided to place Quincy right there. Seemed a pretty good spot to have enough line of sight and especially be able to attack the balloons long enough. And then here I did a mistake, because I had to place the ninja on top of the temple but instead I decided to place a wizard, and that made me lose some lives, as you're gonna see here in a moment. Not in round 10, but I think around 11, or like in the next rounds where there are a lot of balloons, like maybe around 19. I think it was around 19 when I lost lives. So here the main mistake was getting a wizard instead of getting a ninja. Yeah, that's the reason why, as you're gonna see here in a moment, around 19 I'm gonna lose some lives, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how many lives you survive with. The important thing is like surviving. And yeah, here I got the wizard 301, but then you're gonna see here the wizard just not being strong enough for round 19. Yeah, here you can see here I lost a lot of lives, so 35 remaining, so I lost 14 lives. And yeah, that was because I had the wizard 201, sorry, so I didn't have the wizard 301 but 201. And then here I was just trying to figure out a way to place the ninja, and eventually it came to me, the spot to place it. More lives lost in round 25 because of the purple balloons. And yeah, it was just a pretty bad start, so I should have restarted the gameplay on this map because it was pretty bad, but I decided just to keep on going. And this spot right here for the ninja is what I should have done immediately, like in round 11, in round 12. So that's the tower that I should have placed before I placed the wizard. And yeah, just getting it 302 most likely, and then placing the wizard and the alchemist and so on. So that was my main mistake on this map, and as you can see, that's why I lost those lives. So now I have 31 remaining. And yeah, the rest of the gameplay was pretty simple because here I just got the alchemist 300 buffing the wizard, and then maybe I got the alchemist 400. I don't remember what I did here, or maybe I just survived just like this. Yeah, I think I just used Queen Silver 3 for this mob, as you can see, and yeah, that was enough. So actually just the alchemist 300, and then I was just waiting to get the wizard 402, actually 401, because I don't have camo detection yet. Yeah, so 401. Then 402, here alchemist 400, and then here I'm gonna speed up because that's pretty simple what happens. Next is the key round is surviving round of 63. So I decided that it was best to place another wizard instead of trying to survive to get like an archmage or to get the grandmaster ninja. It would have been much safer to just get another arcane spike. So 402 wizard, and then getting to 402 ninjas as well. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm placing another ninja in the other side of the center of the temple, and that's gonna be a 402 and then another 402 ninja. And probably this is already too much. You probably don't need 2 ninjas 402 for round 63. One should be more than enough, but I just didn't want to risk. And especially in round 62 you can see there are a lot of purple balloons, and I just wanted to have the ninjas also to pop purple balloons, so it was just not it wasn't just around 63, it was also like the purples. And yeah, at this stage I was just trying to save up cash to get the archmage first, because you have a larger range with the archmage, and I had the one placed in a pretty good spot, so I decided that it was the best thing to do. And then here it is the first map where you have to survive until round 90, so until you the first round of DDTs. The archmage can already damage DDTs, so yeah, that's pretty simple. You just need an archmage for round 90, and that should be around 90 easy, destroying those DDTs quite easily. And that was exactly what I did. So I just got the archmage, I think after round 76, and then I just saved up to get the grandmaster ninja as well. Why not? Using sometimes Queen's abilities, as you can see, not really that important in my opinion. So yeah, that's the Archmage, and yeah, so that's one big damage tower up. And then here, in all these rounds, you gain a ton of cash. So like in 4 or 5 rounds, you gain up to like 25,000 cash. And therefore, I was able to get the Grandmaster Ninja, I think, for around like 84, something like that. And after getting the Grandmaster Ninja, very simply, I just placed down some Shinobis, and that was yeah, that was pretty much the last round on this map. So the Grandmaster Ninja with an Alchemist buffing it, and then placing the Shinobis. So I just placed, I think, 3 or 4 Shinobis I was able to place in the rest of the rounds. And yeah, that was already around 90 approaching, so you can see that. And here the DTs, again, very simple. And yeah, now last map is Spring, and here also I did well, I think I played it pretty well, but unfortunately the gameplay becomes very long. I placed Quincy there halfway through the top and the bottom, trying to give him like enough room for both the top and the bottom portion of the map. And then for round 4, that is the round where you normally lose lives, what I did was I just placed a wizard as fast as I could, closest to the top and to the right, and then playing a little bit with Quincy strong and first, and just one single red balloon was able to sneak past in round 4. So I was pretty happy. 30 lives remaining, and yeah, from now on it was pretty straightforward once again. This time I didn't do the mistake as I did for Adoras Temple, so I placed a ninja and I upgraded the ninja instead of upgrading the wizard. And yeah, just getting the ninja 100, 101, 201, then 301, and then getting the alchemist for lab Bloons, and then ninja 401, 402, getting the alchemist 300, 400, and then you can see that the pattern is always the same, and it's very effective, it's very easy, and it works in many different maps, as you can see. So here I was trying to see the best position for the alchemist, and I decided to go for that one because it's gonna make the alchemist buff both the ninja and the wizard afterwards. So I'm not buffing Quincy, but buffing the wizard, and I think it's just slightly better because then as I'm gonna get the wizard upgraded, I have already an alchemist buffing it. And yeah, so this map, the gameplay was pretty long just because of the fact that you can see that the balloons have to reach your towers that are very close to the end of the map, and therefore it takes time, especially for these low balloons like PFPs and Tomegads especially. And yeah, that was the reason why this gameplay, the gameplay on this map especially, was a little longer. So that was the Alchemist 400. I got also the Wizard 301. That's the Moab using Quincy level 3, just making sure to pop everything as always. And yeah, that was it. And then here I had 2 choices. I had either the possibility of getting the Wizard 401 and then 402, or I could just wait to get the Grandmaster Ninja before round 63. And I decided to give it a try and to see if my defenses would have been able to defend and to hold. You know, Quincy leveling up, I can use his level 3, and therefore I decided to try it, and that's what I did, and actually it worked. It was pretty close in some rounds. I had to use, for example, there in round 52, Quincy level 3. I think I also used it in round 54 or 55. So around 54 I didn't use anything. Then around 55, I think, yeah, for the last ceramics here, I used the Quincy level 3 again. And yeah, especially the mobs were a little scary. You know, when you pop the mobs pretty close to the end of the map, then you don't know how many Bloons may be able to get past. So around 57, I used the Queen Silver 3 again. And then here I was able to get the Grandmaster Ninja. So I was pretty happy. And therefore here I started building the Shinobis. To just power up the Grandmaster Ninja as much as possible for round 63. And here just making sure to placing the Shinobis just far from the Alchemist, so that the Alchemist keeps on buffing the Wizard and not the Shinobis. So that was very, very important. And then here for the last of these round crashes, round 63, I used the Queen Sea level 10 because the Lab Bloons were getting pretty close and they were destroying my shurikens, and therefore I just used Queen Sea level 10, just making sure to pop those last ceramics. And afterwards I just got the Alchemist 402, and then here I'm just finishing off placing all the Shinobis, making sure that they cover the Grandmaster Ninja to have 5 stacks. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And now for the second part of the gameplay, the plan was very simple. Just getting a 402 wizard and then a 502. So getting an Archmage, and once again round 90 would have been very easy because of the Archmage direct damage to them. And then I was also planning on building another wizard 402. So I think here I'm gonna speed up a little bit because you can see here these rounds just waiting a lot of time until the BFBs and the Bloons get in range. So yeah, it may cause the video to crack a little bit, but I hope that it's gonna keep on working. So that was the Wizard 402. And the Wizard is still being buffed with the Alchemist, even if it seems that the Shinobis may be closer to the Alchemist, but actually the Wizard was closest. So right now the Alchemist is buffing the Grandmaster Ninja and the Wizard. And then here I was trying to see possible spots to place the other Wizard. And I was pretty happy to find that beneath the Grandmaster Ninja there was actually enough room to place another wizard. And yeah, so I was just waiting here to get enough cash to get the Archmage, and then eventually placing another wizard. And yeah, all these rounds are very simple. Even after round 80, so against Super Ceramics, you can see that the damage my towers do with the Grandmaster Ninja, the Wizard combo, also with Quincy, you know, being there. I can always use his level 3 or his level 10 if it's needed. So that was the Archmage, and then here I made a mistake because clearly right now the Archmage was being buffed by the Alchemist, but then as I placed the other Wizard, then the other Wizard was closest to the Alchemist, and so it wasn't the Archmage wasn't buffed anymore by any Alchemist, and therefore I had to sell the Alchemist and to try to find another spot to buff the Archmage, and that made me lose about like 3,000 cash. But yeah, that was the only mistake. And then here I realized that for round 90 I wouldn't have enough cash to get the second Wizard 402. And yeah, that was another mistake, so I decided to give it a try anyway. And as you can see here, I lost because one DDT was getting super close to exit, so I had to continue. I had to reset, and I had to sell some Shinobis to get the Wizard 402. And yeah, and this second time, with this second try, I was able to succeed. And yeah, that was Odyssey, guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.